Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rome 2 Siege view today, and this is a glorious 4v4 on Carthage. Today we have the defenders. We have Aravaki here with Egypt, Pontus and Swaby. And attacking them today we have Rome, we have Parthia once again, we have Boii and we have Nabatea. Parthia which, again on the attack, which is kind of an interesting one. Since the last Rome 2 video that I covered, yeah, Parthia on the attack didn't end very well, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can improve from that last battle. I don't think it's the same player, but certainly be interesting to see whether Parthia can be actually effective on the attack. As you have some Aravaki troops going in here, some Iberian swords going in against the Hastati of Rome. And look at that, a lot of blue and yellow facing each other here, as more Romans actually come spilling into the Carthage here. But yes, this was a replay sent in to me by a member of the Discord, and definitely, if you want to send in your own like Rome 2 content or like replays, then feel free to do. The link is down below in the description to join my Discord. That's the best place to send them. And yeah, that is how you'll get your like replays featured on the channel. But yeah, this one was looks like a really good one. I watched like the first 10 or so minutes, and it seems like a really good one. So definitely stick around to see how this one goes. And we have some Swaby cavalry going here, some Riders of the Hunt going in. I think they're trying to go for these Nabatean heavy archers, but they've been protected by armored desert hoplites. Very effective there. Also interesting to see how Nabatea does on the attack. Nabatea I typically see as a more defensive faction, having like very good spears. They've got like armored desert hoplites. They have I don't know if they actually have brought any Rakim Palace Guard. Oh yeah, I think they have. No, maybe they haven't actually. Usually like Rakim Palace Guard also a really good unit to bring. Because their swords aren't that great. Like their noble swords and their axemen are like okay, but they're not like going to break through some of the more like elite stuff that is available to like the defenders. Like maybe like thorax swords potentially. I don't even think they break through them. It'd be hard to say. But already over here, Rome has lost a unit here of Hastati, being broken by the Scutiari, who are actually ripping through the Hastati here. So it's really nice to see Rome being put in his place. But if you're enjoying seeing Rome 2 content at the moment and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, keep up the support as we work towards 4,000 subscribers. Just can't thank you guys enough for all the support. And yeah, just keep it up. Yes, Hastati here, battling on hard. I mean, this is just like the weak stuff that Rome's sending in first. I'm sure he's got some more elite stuff further back. What have we got here? Evocati cohort, legionaries. Yeah, so you got some more elite stuff, some more like imperial sort of like period stuff. Yeah, these Hastati are just losing to Scutiari. Medium against medium. I guess the towers are probably getting involved. I don't actually know what the stats are. Are they like probably better, Scutiari? Yeah, their melee attack's much better. Maybe should have gold chevron these Hastati up. That seems to be a strategy of quite a lot of players I've seen recently. I mean, I don't know what the strategy is for bringing Parthia. Like, I don't know really what like Parthia can bring to like the table. You have like some Eastern swordsmen or whatever they're called, Parthian swords. That's like the best they have. They've got Hillmen in here now, and they're getting ripped to shreds by thorax swords currently. That cannot end well for them. Boii over here, that's a solid attacking faction. I mean, they've got like sword followers, oak sword if they want to. I don't think they brought any, but like they've got a good roster. Certainly sword followers are a really good unit. And they do have a few oath sworn units, so that's good to see. They're going to be facing a combination of Egypt and Swaby. And over here it looks like Nabatea is going to be facing Pontus. Pontus, who's brought a lot of mercenary Celtic warriors and like naked swords, lots of like Celtic units. He's got a fair amount of Pontic swords as well. And he's also got some cavalry here, some noble blood cavalry, just standing here ready. I don't know where that's preparing to go, maybe out one of the gates. But it shouldn't really just stand here at this wall. It will certainly get picked off if anything lands on this wall. Nabatea using a lot of galleries to get his troops to the front line, like unscathed. But I mean, the towers are still doing a good amount of damage, killing like 20 or so men of any unit. Over here, we've already got some more elite stuff coming in. We've already got legionaries coming in. These guys are losing. Slightly. Aravaki's not messing around. Got Vigiles in here as well. Certainly a surprise to see Rome struggling so early on. I mean, this is like Scutari is actually finally losing now, but like these few Scutari have like held up like most of Rome. Did a really good job. But yeah, we've got lots of more elite Romans back here ready to go in. So I mean, they've got plenty of stuff. They might want to think about getting up their Syrian archers if they want to have like a chance of supporting this attack, like a bit of a archer support, because I think that's what's helping like this combat. Like you can see Barrel Slingers here, they're firing into the backs of the legionaries over here, I think. So they're getting good rear shots. I mean, Parthia's got a little bit of an enclave into the city, but not much. This Parthian sword's actually beating the Thorax. Well, there you go. Maybe you know what, my knowledge of Rome 2, maybe it's outdated. I'm pretty sure Parthians shouldn't be winning that fight. But we got sword followers in here now. These should do okay against the Thorax sword. Sword followers are a really good, cheap, effective unit. I'm pretty sure they're a heavy melee unit, so they're pretty damn good in combat, and they'll do some work. Yeah, heavy melee. Thoros Spears here throwing some jabbies in. Bowiai's got a really, really good roster for attack, and it's got, like I said, cheap swords. I think the sword followers are like 700 or something, like in cost. So they're really good. Money for value. Value for money? That's probably the better way to put it. But as you can see here, lots of like, what is this? They're just levy spears that Nabatea is throwing up. I feel like I'm going to say that the attackers have the disadvantage, mainly because Nabatea and Parthia are here. But Parthia seems to be doing okay. But Nabatea, I mean, it's going to have a hard time with all these spears. But it's going to be an interesting one, certainly. These archers now supporting on the wall. They probably don't want to bother shooting these levy spears. Just wait for the more elite stuff to come up, like your armored desert hoplites. Who knows? Nabatea and heavy archers over here, they're setting up. I mean, I definitely get like, yeah, these eastern archers just like on the wall, just start focusing these guys down. Like, because they're nicely in the open. You got the protection of the crenellations. They're set up in a really weird way. And as you can see, lots and lots of like naked swords and stuff going onto the wall now to hold the walls. I guess they just want to hold these units in place while their archers do a lot of work. Not a bad idea. Swaby's barely had to engage so far. I think he's just kind of a bit of a standoff here with Bowiai. Egypt's like, I wouldn't say overstretched, but he's certainly got all of his units in combat. We've got a general already, and he's carrying Axeman already in combat. The Hillman seems a bit risky from Egypt, just throwing your general in the first wave. Carrying Axeman haven't got the greatest armor in the world. Like, they'll start to take losses pretty quickly. Luckily, they're fighting Hillman. So it's fighting a similar tier sort of unit. Over here, Pontus fine. I was going to say, not Pontus, Parthia losing this fight. I mean, he's getting shot in the back now by mercenary Cretan archers. But I mean, I would have been surprised if Parthia was going to win that fight. Like, their infantry's not good, not better than Thorax swords, I wouldn't have thought. As you can see here now, we've got Everkai Cohort coming in for Rome. Roman's already throwing in like all his reserves. It's just non-stop over here from Rome. Aravaki seems to be doing a really, really good job. I mean, he seems to have a relatively good amount of reserves as well. So I mean, he's doing a good job. I mean, Rome has taken this like position here, but Egypt's ready with Thorax swords. He needs to get back his Barrel Slingers. But there are Thorax swords ready and waiting. Here you come. The legionaries are up now. And I think these Thorax should do okay against the legionaries. Not if they're looking the wrong... Like, that guy there just got impaled in the back with so many because he's looking the wrong way. Poor man. The legions of Rome, though, they'll do okay there. Yeah, winning decisively, though, apparently. Yeah, they are. Wow. This is a bad sign, though, for Egypt, because if Parthia keeps offloading troops onto this wall, then these carrying axemen can never get out of combat. Then they're going to need to send something else up to replace the carrying axemen so they can get their general out of there, because he's losing men. And I guess that's maybe what Parthia is thinking. If I can just kill Egypt's general, that's a big win. Certainly would be. Thoros Spears here holding the line against the sword followers. I would imagine sword followers will win this fight. Swords versus spears. It's usually a pretty straightforward fight. Over on this side, as you can see, Nabatea is not making much progress on the wall. Not any progress at all, really. Pontus has got him locked down. I mean, he's quite happy just to hide under his galleries at the moment, it looks like. He really needs a tortoise just to knock a hole in the wall, I think. Just to give him another way in, really, like another avenue. Put a hole in the wall here would be really nice. Because then he could just split this defense. Pontus is in two, really. Actually, he's fighting in the gate here. This is never a good idea. Never attack the gate. Never a good idea. Look at this. I mean, I think he's getting jabbed from above. Yeah, I think these mercenary Celtic warriors, they're just jabbing down into the front ranks of these desert hoplites. And this would be great if roles were reversed, because the hoplites would probably do just fine defending a point like this. Oh my gosh, they're getting heavily jabbed. I don't know if that's by the guys above or what. Must be. But yeah, I mean, if these Pontic swords were like attacking, the armored hoplites would do desert hoplites would do fine defending. They probably would still eventually die, but like that's more their purpose, is to defend, not attack. And you can see that they've actually got sword followers through here. And there's actually a gap in the line here. Egypt probably wants to think about maybe retreating, or Swabian needs to start setting stuff up, because Pontus and Bowie are starting to find a few ways through. Is that general dead? No, he's still alive. How is he still alive? They need to get him off the wall. He's just stood here. 68 men left. Not a good sign that he's just been left on the wall. Aravaki again beating more Romans. Vigile's going. In fairness, they're killing all the weak stuff. But yeah, we've now got Evocati coming up. These guys should make some headway against the Spanish tribes here, as they go from a weird eagle eye view. They run away. Don't know how many spare cohorts he's got. He's got what, 4? Certainly an interesting one. We'll go and look at the strategic view at the moment. So as you can see, most of the attackers not really made like much headway. Rome's really made the most headway here, actually getting into the city. At the moment, I feel like attackers and defenders, they're kind of, I mean, certainly I feel like the attackers have brought some of the wrong factions, which is why you're seeing such little movement going on. Like Parthia, just not a strong faction to try and break through the lines, facing a really good faction that could, which is Egypt, which can defend or attack very effectively. Parthia's swords just aren't strong enough, I don't think. We saw it in the last battle facing Numidia, and you're going to see it in this one, I have a feeling. And also Nabatea. I think Nabatea is too defensive a faction to even like make an attempt to break through Pontus's lines there. If there's oil, that's like a bit of a risk, but yeah, certainly sending in these desert pikemen might not be a bad idea to try and break through this choke point, because I mean, Pontus, I don't think Pontus has brought pikes. Maybe he has. Yeah, he has brought pikes. They're just a long way back. So yeah, Pontus does have pikes, so we could counter those desert pikemen. Desert pikemen might be an answer to break through this choke point here. As you can see, they are trying to go through now, and they're actually massing a lot of Pontic swords here. This is yeah, and here come the pikes. So the first pike unit being committed. I think like this is the only faction that can bring pikes for the attackers, while most of the defenders have pikes. It's kind of strange to see that. Yeah, look at all these Pontic swords gathering here. I mean, some are going on beyond. But really, they're like, Nabatea just cannot make any movement. These Nabatean swordsmen aren't great either. They're just not like, their roster for attacking is not good. They're better to defend, and they're best against Kush. They're a really good anti-Kush faction, I find, Nabatea, just because of what they have like available to them. We have a flank going on here, though, by Parthia, going into the side of Egypt as another unit locks in. So these Parthian swords might do okay here against the Thorax. This is like the odds that they need to win the fight. They need a 2v1, which is kind of sad for Parthia. We're glad to see that he's realizing it before it's too late. Egypt over here still holding on. I mean, I feel like they should just give up this front wall and then just start to fight in the streets. Rome's still making like some headway, but I mean he is losing a lot of troops. These Evocati are starting to get a little beaten up. It's still got like barrel X things on the wall here. I'd have these guys just focus firing to those Romans down there. I don't know if they've got a great angle. No, not really for slingers. They haven't got the greatest of angles. But yeah, I'd certainly be thinking about getting these slingers in a different position to shoot these Evocati, as they just like, I don't know what the heck they're doing. But they need to start getting focused down. You can see over here now that Boii and Parthia have made a little bit of a foothold. The Swabi's holding on. His club levy. Words are hard, it would seem. And now fighting the sword followers. I mean, this is going to feed kills to the sword followers. I can't see the club levy even getting that many kills. They need to be gold chevron, triple gold chevron to stand a chance. Over here, though, they're beating the Celtic Warriors with Club Levy. So, I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe I'll take it back. I know nothing. What we've got here, we've got Sword Masters already going in. So some of the most elite swords available to Swabi already being sent in. We have Cataphracts here, Eastern Cataphracts. Don't know whether they really have anywhere to operate. I mean, I guess they could go behind like the Thorax swords here. And then they could run up. I mean, all they're going to do is run into Thoros Spears and other Thorax, so it's not really the greatest place to go. Did Egypt's general die? I just realised. He was on this wall when I last checked, and now we have Parthians on that wall. Egypt's general is dead, I'm pretty sure. He's either broken or died. How did he lose his general? Why did he send his general first up? I know there's, like, lead from the front and all, but, I mean, took it to a new level. Look at this. This Roman unit not long ago was, like, over 100 men. Down to 40 men, it's getting jabbed to pieces by Thoros Spears and also being shot up by barrel slingers. So I mean, yeah, Rome's throwing away his very, very elite Evocati cohort. And we also have some Iberian swords and some tiny units of Scutiari. They're going to go out and take these, take this ballista out. Not a bad little move there. They might be able to get on to the next one, get to Boii's and to Parthia's. You never know. Be interesting to see. Egypt losing this fight over here, though. I don't know why they're firing artillery in here. There you go. I think Egypt's breaking there. Yep, Egypt's gone, and now it's the turn of the Bloodsworn going. Balance of power is certainly, I'd say, in favour of the defenders at this point. Eastern Cataphracts in there. I don't know if they're really going to make any movement really through there. They're just like getting stuck in combat. Nabate is still... I mean, Nabate looks like he's just going to go through this one gate and that's it. I mean, this is going to make it nice and easy for Pontus. I mean, Pontus looks like he's been throwing jabbies into the flank of Nabate. Look at the bodies piling up. I mean, this is just swords versus spears. This never ends well for the spears, especially when they're attacking. Throw spears coming in. I mean, I wouldn't get them in yet. Yeah, just get them point blank, throw jabbies at them. Look at that. I mean, you can't miss. If you miss, I mean, you need your eyes tested. Like, pretty badly need your eyes tested. Over here, though, you can start to see that Egypt's starting to lose a few units here and there. They're starting to make some headway, but there's been so many losses for the Romans. The Romans lost like the first wave. They're losing their cohort now. Aravaki is... still got quite a lot of units. I mean, these Iberian swords. I mean, he's got painted warriors as well. These are... don't know if I've seen this unit before. It's a cool unit. But, yeah, I mean, he's got lots of light swords. Like, I mean, well, I call them light. They're medium. But they're light in comparison to the very heavy melee of the Evocati. They need to really get engaged just to avoid getting shot to pieces. Boii, again, also seems like he's used up a lot of his reserves. I mean, I can't see any, really. I mean, he's got some sword followers back here. He's got his general, which is Oswan. That seems to be about it. I mean, he's got some spears here as well, some Levy Freeman, but they're not going to really change the battle. I mean, Swaby, he's been facing, isn't like he's not got masses left. He's got some sword masses here and there, dotted around. The rest are in combat here. This one's actually losing. Both of these are losing. There you go. Celtic Warriors and Swordfall somehow making a difference there. So there you go. I mean, they should hold for a while, those Swordmasters. I think they should win that eventually. I mean, they're still losing, actually, so maybe not. Are they getting shot on the wall by something? No. I mean, there are actually Oathsworn in here, but I would have thought they'd be able to hold against Oathsworn. Maybe not. Hexbearer's in there as well. I mean, okay, Navate is sending stuff up on this wall as well, but I mean, so he's not just being, like, completely one-minded, narrow-minded. But, I mean, it's costly, but like this. There's no wonder the defenders are having an easy time on this side. Really needed to land on the walls. I mean, shouldn't have brought Navate to start with. It's a poor faction to choose on the attack. They are nearly through. They are nearly through. I mean, they could just push on here through the center. They are. I mean, Pontus is actually setting up more troops ready for this. It looks like these throw spears have got more jabbies they're going to throw in. I would have thought so. Maybe not. Yeah, there you go. Threw in another load of jabbies. But I mean, you can see Pontus's swords here are starting to break, and his Celtic warriors at 112 men breaking. Not a good sign. Oh, they've rallied now. That's good. As you can see, Navate's got most of his troops in here now as well, throwing everything in. Most of the attackers have nothing left outside. Wouldn't say the defenders have got that much either, though. Probably Pontus has the most, because he's only had to really commit a few troops here and there. And also the defenders have been using a lot of archers, so like to support their fighting. So I mean, they're going to have less ammo, and they might not be able to like help turn some of these fights. I mean, the Evercasti cohort here, you imagine, will win this fight against Scutiari. Maybe not this one though. This is a very thin red line, and they're actually surrounded by some tiny little units of swords. Over here though, Parthia is still struggling to break through. He's struggling to beat Club Levy. It shows that he should just not be bringing Parthia to a fight. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Bowiai's been stopped here. Like, even though Swaby was winning in this area, I mean, these Swordmasters were losing decisively. They've now turned it around. I mean, they've got Swordmasters here on the wall just chilling. They need to get them off the wall. They're just getting shot by archers. But it certainly looks like Bowiai is kind of out of troops. He's got one sword follower. He's got some more he's got Levy Freeman. He's not got much to offer. I mean, he's actually got another one here. So maybe he's got a few more troops here and there. He's got an artillery over here that he's now using. He's firing this artillery off at stuff. If they're all in here, all his troops, then there is a possibility he has a lot more, but I don't know. Swordmasters here seem to be struggling. Again. Well, they are winning, actually. So well, so are the sword followers, apparently. Who knows? Everyone's a winner. Nabate over here is still struggling. Pike's now coming in. That'll help change the fight. I hope this was an AI player in the end, like one of the like he dropped, and this just became the AI, because otherwise, this is looking pretty bad for Nabatea. He's just not realizing that like this is not gonna work. He's gonna lose his army going through this gate. Yeah, he has lost his army going through this gate. He's also got very little left. He's got like 1 desert hoplite to make that 2. He's got archers and a general. He's lost his entire army going through this one gate. The defenders have not had an easy. The defenders, sorry, have had an easy-ish game. I mean, the attackers have certainly struggled. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's still 25 minutes, so I'm expecting a twist to this tale. Got a general here for Parthia coming in. There you go, these Royal Cataphracts still doing their bit. They're going into all sorts of stuff, doing damage. Painted Warriors here losing after being charged, that's very good. But yeah, Parthia's out of infantry as well, really. He's got, what, 2 swords units left? But his general's going in hard. He's going in, he's going to take out these Barrel Slingers. I mean, it's good to see. I mean, they kind of control this entire corner over here. Eastern Cataphracts left. And I can't say that like the defenders have much left. Aravaki's kind of used everything up. So has Swaby in Egypt. It's only really Pontus that has a lot of troops left. And Pontus has got a lot of them just tied down trying to deal with Nabatea. So, I mean, I say like the defenders have won this, but I don't know. The attackers have got a chance. They're just short on infantry, like mainline infantry. I just feel like they didn't bring enough of it. And I mean, like, even Aravaki's got a couple of, like, Iberian swords and just, like, sword units knocking around. Pontus has got quite a lot knocking around. Artillery might... Shame they can't use that artillery. Yeah, they're probably just firing all those rounds off now trying to get some kills. Certainly need to. Rome, it would have been great if he had, like, infantry. Like, I mean, he's got some, but not, like, masses. Not like some... I think this might be his last ever Carti, actually. Bit of a concern. Look at this bloodbath in this gate, though. This is nasty. It was such a waste. But yes, I mean, I don't know. It's still very much up in the air, like, who's going to win this one. But I mean, I certainly think, like, would have made it easier for the attackers if Parthia and Nabatea weren't here, and they were, and like the players had picked different factions instead. Because even though yes, it's like a good challenge, they did not have a chance because like Parthia and Nabatea have lost far too much to make the gains they have. I mean, Parthia's helped make gains, quite a lot of gains here, but like Nabatea's just run against the wall and died. It's been a brutal, brutal fight. I mean, don't know what they're doing here, the defenders, but not really sure. Looks like they're setting up for the next and final assault already. I mean, there's actually some cavalry over here. Oh, there's some, yeah, there's cavalry here.
Double time.
Noble blood cavalry. They might win that with long melee. They might also not because it's a super heavy cav. Yeah, Eastern Cataphracts getting out of there. They're getting chopped down as well. You see the Zoro spears coming up on a pikes, in fact. Really wanted to get away from those pikes, which is fair enough. I mean, they've got some better targets over here, like archers and stuff like that. So, I mean, they could do. Or slingers, I should probably say, yeah. Hopefully Bowie Eye's not forgotten about this one unit. could really do with having this sword follower in the in combat. It's like the most healthy unit left for the attackers. I mean, they've got another fairly healthy one here. Yeah, Nabate's finally given up and coming in the the way he should have done. Like after he realized he was losing troops, should have just come in over here and helped the assault here, or just like provided reinforcements. But really, all he can provide now is a general and 4 archers, which I don't know how much ammo they got, but hopefully some. But yeah, I'm gonna make a cut here, I think. Oh, actually, maybe not. So we're gonna see a clash with the Eastern Cataphracts and the general here of Pontus. They're going in. But yeah, it looks like both sides are just setting up ready for the next assault. I mean, we've got some Celtic bowmen over here. We're also going to have some Persians and Parthian like archers as well set up. And you can see they're now moving stuff here are Swaby and Pontus. So they're now going to fall back. This is their main cap point here, where this lovely statue is. So this is all they've got to really defend. And I feel like they might have enough, but we'll see. In a moment, I am just going to let you make a quick cut until the next sort of engagement begins. Well, we didn't have to wait long. Nabate's general is slammed in here to take out these thorough spears of Egypt, and now we have some Baal Eric singers who are fighting for the Romans. They're now going in to deal with this Swaby general here, Swordmaster, to kill him. I guess they just want to try and assassinate him, get rid of like maybe his last few units, but he's not got much left. Like I said, it's really down to Pontus, who's got most of the troops left. And I don't know actually... Yeah, they are finally bringing in that final sword follower. You want to probably think about doing that like pretty ASAP. And they could put it like through this gate. Maybe open up another front. Depends how quickly they make a move here. As you can see, the sword masters are... I mean, they should really go up and help their general. I don't know if he's dead or alive. Oh, he is dead. Okay. General for Swaby is also dead now. Egypt has lost his general. So I believe it's just Aravaki and Pontus is left. Yeah, Pontus has got his general way far back in the back lines here. Keeping an eye on him. I guess he's waiting for any like sort of flanking force to come around here and he's going to just really charge them. You can see Aravaki's still got troops up here. He needs to be careful though because Parthi's got all this cav here. Don't want these two units just get isolated and killed, which they could. Need every soldier they can get, the defenders and the attackers. Can't be wasteful at this point. We're into the key point of the battle. Levy spears in here now. Levy Freeman, I should say. Throw spears coming in now. Don't think this will be enough though to break through these Parthians. Certainly, again, not strong enough. Oh, we have movement up here though, as you can see. So look at these two units here, luring the Parthian cav all the way back to engage the Pontic cav. So it's not a bad idea. So they can isolate them. They can also get the archer or like the barrel Eric slinger and infantry support, and they can probably help kill these Cataphracts off and this general. That could be very, very important. Here we go. Clash of cavalry. Wasn't a great one. General's died. Okay, so the general over here has also died as well. Look at this. Yeah, he's done like 14 men. He's getting focused down, I think, by Berlic Singers. So Parthi's general is dead. So that might cause like the remaining few units here to chain route. And we can see they already are here now. Parthian foot archers. They're going to chain route. I mean, nice charge there by the cavalry. Now they're going to rear charge these Cataphracts. And the Cataphracts are going to turn around and charge this noble blood cav. But then they're going to get chased down with the Pontic Royals. So, I mean, this cavalry here is just done for now, these Cathracts. I would have thought so. So that was really nice played there by Pontus and Aravaki, taking out that that Parthian cav, which could have been a bit of a threat. But as you can see now, balance power is way in favor of the defenders. And I'm going to say that the defenders probably going to win this one. But we've seen the last few, like, not elite, but full units come up. I mean, that is certainly an elite unit, Oathsworn. But I mean, we've got a healthy unit here of Swordfollowers going in. It's like the last healthy unit available to the attackers. Going in to take on the Aravaki General, which is a noble fighter. But Berelix thing is now on the wall. They're going to help support the fight. I mean, are they just going to fight on the walls? Yeah, we've got Archer versus Archer on the wall. We've got Nabatean Heavy Archers versus Berelix Slingers. I would have thought the Archers will win that because, well, they're Heavy Archers. But yes, there you go. We've got a general in there. Rome's general's now being thrown in. Certainly been an interesting one. I mean, this is why I think, like, picking your faction is so important. And I feel like you've got to be able to, like, look at what the enemy have, and you've got to go, well, what can I counter that with? And I certainly think, like, Nabatea, just not a good faction to, like, bring on the attack. Generally, even you can't even counter it. Like, it's not really easy to counter, like, something with it on the attack. On the defense, on the other hand, that's a different conversation. And also Parthia, we've seen it in the previous battle. Parthia on the assault just doesn't end very well. So yeah, so that's all really I have to say to it. Rome here has had a rough time as well. He kind of went a little early and he got himself focused down and killed him. Like, this is a rough area here. Look at all the dead Romans here. So many. So many dead Romans. I mean, there's also a fair amount of dead Iberians down there because they're both fighting red. So that could be any. It looks like it's a lot of Romans. It's also probably Iberians as well. Boii are now in here. I feel like Boii's army is really small. I don't know. A fair amount of their troops died here, to be fair. We'll have a look at the end, obviously, and how big these armies were, but it certainly feels like it was smaller than like some of the other armies, certainly with the defenders. But maybe I'm wrong. You can see that both sides are trying to win the wall up here so they can then turn this fight around. You see the noble fighters are losing decisively. I think because of archer support that the attackers are giving. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Aravaki is nearly out of troops. Like I said, it's down to Pontus, really, to make the difference. Where's... oh, it's back here. I was going to say, I thought they still had one Scutiari. So there you go. They've got one left that they could throw in. Boii looks like he's going to just, yeah, mop up these noble fighters here with his Oathsworn. That's a real shame. And you can see he's just going to go on by with the sword followers going to the next line before they can set up properly. And it's going to be Thoros Spears that are going to be meeting him. Actually, no, Pikemen, sorry. Pikemen are going to be meeting him. Not a bad thing to throw forward at this point. Always going to be careful. He kind of slammed in there. And, like, the unit's, like, he's slammed into the unit and they've not got their phalanx on in time. That is a bit of a mess. Got some hex bearers in here as well. These sword followers just going on and on and on, and they're probably losing men because they're like chasing after something. Got a general hit for Rome and for Boii now going in. What they're going to go for? Pikes. They've been closed off quite nicely here.
Pikes at the ready. Form phalanx.
Sword followers here, though, having an easy time cutting down these Cretans. Very easy, light work for them. I've got these archers next. I mean, we've got Nabatea's general in here as well, noble cavalry. Oh, that was a nice charge there, knocking down a lot of these archers. I mean, and then they're able to go around. I mean, it's still actually going to be really close. A lot of archers defending back here. Hopefully they have ammo because they could do with focusing some of this stuff down. I don't know if they do. Yeah, Cimbri bowwomen have their have spears out, and Berelix Slingers, I think they might have ammo because they're going to go into this tower. Yeah, they're going into that tower, so they're going to protect the point. They're trying to choke off this spot here, but you can see now we've got Roman's general in here. He's charging down archers. Also these Celtic warriors. I mean, it's going to be really, really close. I don't know if the attackers can turn it around. I mean, yeah, you can see Pontic Royal Cavalry coming over. They can probably help clear up these Nabateans. I just thought, I was about to say, I was going to say, would the Cimbri bowmen not be able to stop them? They have spears. They're a spear unit, so they should be able to help. Maybe, I guess they can't stop the charge, though. You can see the slingers also throwing in archers. I mean, the general's recently just died now for Nabatea, so I imagine his forces will start to waver. I don't think he's got any ammo. Well, this one might. Yeah, this one has ammo. Oh no, this one doesn't either. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what Nabatea does now. I mean, he's lost all his troops. These pikes here, though, they're breaking 127 men. That's a shock. Maybe it's not over then. Maybe it's not over. These pikes down at 87. They're wavering still. They're not in. They are in pike fines as well. It's strange that they're losing. And there they go. They break. So the pikes are gone for the defenders. That's a big loss. They need to maybe just defend around here. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's gonna be very hard to say. I hope I'm not gonna have to eat my own words here, saying, "Oh, Parthi was the wrong choice, Nabatea was the wrong choice," and now if the attackers go and win, I'm gonna look like a fool. Some part of me wants the attackers to win, so I'm wrong, but at the same time, I kind of want the defenders to win to just protect my predictions. I mean, they still got a healthy Scutiari here. That should be able to hold on. That's the only infantry they really got left. They've got these Thoros spears on the wall. They're winning. They're just being distracted now, though. That's the issue. But yeah, I need to get a move on. Just press on. You can see that they're desperately trying to get these slingers back into this tower here to support the defense here. I don't know where you're going to hold that they're going to be useful. I guess you can maybe hold this choke point. They can maybe shoot across. Got the general of Pontus coming down. He's being a bit risky. If he dies, then well, could be a chain around for Pontus, and we don't need that. Pontus has well, they did have the most men, but that's kind of not the case now. It's kind of a joint operation now by all the defenders. Nabatea holding on here. I mean, his archers are doing really quite well holding against these Thoros spears. Also, they've lost a general, so I mean, I would thought they'd start to break. Archers just break at the first sight of an enemy when they have no gen. These Romans are still healthy. Well, not healthy, but they're still got numbers. 62 could be useful. Rome's general's lingering back here. 6 men. I don't know if his general's dead. No, he's not. I mean, I'd certainly try to kill him. His Legatus is nothing nothing special to kill. Here we go. They're going to try and set up their slingers. They're probably going to start shooting these Oathsworn. Yeah, I'd start to defend maybe here with with the Scutiari, and then just allow the Oathsworn to charge in, and you probably get loads of kills with this Barrel Slinger. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Need to get this Thoros spear off the wall as well. I don't know if there's other Nabatean archers just been assigned to slow it down. But these Nabateans are been waiting for a little while and not breaking. They're quite happy to take the casualties still. Here we go. Oathsworn now coming up. This is going to be close. They've got to make sure every shot counts that Barrel Slinger. I'm struggling to say that word today, it would seem. Barrel Slinger. There we go. Oh, they look like they're out of ammo. They got their swords out. Maybe they've got their swords out just to hide they have ammo to the enemy. Who knows? Hopefully something else has ammo.
Forward.
I'm not seeing any ammo really on these archers, which is a bad sign. This general here, this Pontic Royal Cavalry, might need to pull out a miracle here and kill this Oathsworn. Scutiari now going after the Oathsworn. Barrel things coming off the tower, and they're getting engaged now. Down here with the Oathsworn. This is going to be a brutal one. I don't know if the Oswald have enough. I mean, it looks like they're pulling through. Yeah, the Oswald look like they just pulled through that unit of Scutiari here. They're going to lose. They should start losing a lot of men for that. Yeah, they're losing slightly because of that. They shouldn't have pulled through. Got a general here. The Rome's general snuck in. And he's being chased down by Kimberly bowwomen and all sorts. He may start to lose men here. It's down to 3 men. Surely a general has died. No. The Legatus is still alive. Yeah, there he is in his gold armor. How is he not dead? Look at him. Throwing around his orders. Can he kill his Kimberly bowwomen? Oh, he's getting surrounded by bowwomen. And he's dead. Rome's general is dead, I believe. No, he's not. Well, the Roman general's unit's routed anyway. Maybe he's... Hey, there you go. General recently died. Yeah, he did die there and then. I was going to say, the man with the gold armor surely is the general. And you can see the Oswald, I think they pulled through to get past this Scutiari. But they're getting surrounded now by a bunch of archers. Surely, like, army losses are maybe going to get involved. You can see the Thor Spears now got off the wall after beating all those archers. You can pin down this sword follower. And these Oswald are winning though. So they are getting shot in the back by the barrel X stingers. So that's always a plus. There's only 20 of them left. And there you go. They're starting to waver. Starting to waver, which is a good sign. There you go. Broken. Scutiari broke them. The rear charge, and this sword follower here is the final unit. Well, and these Romans here. It actually turned out to be a very, very close one. Honestly, like I said, I think if those two factions are changed, they win that. The attackers, I think they have a good chance of winning that because, well, Nabatea is not a very great offensive faction. Also, they just went through the gate. They made it really easy for Pontus to defend. Pontus would have lost so much more, and maybe not been able to defend this final stage when it came to it with all the numbers he had. If Nabatea had been a bit more effective. Also, I think, like I said, Parthia, I just don't think Parthia is a great siege battle faction. Oh, that was a really nice charge there from Pontus. This general just flying into this sword follower unit. Yeah, I personally think that, yeah, Parthia just not worth bringing to a siege. Better just to leave on the pitch battle with all their cav. Their infantry just isn't very good. And there you go. You can see the chain route is going to happen. And the defenders are going to win. There you go. A costly victory for Pontus and her allies. There we go. End the replay and have a look at the end results. So yeah, this one was sent in by Sachex, who was playing as Pontus here. And his allies were Bloody Stranger, Nivlek, and Hermes, who were playing against the defenders. And then we have on the attackers, we have Joe On It, who is a YouTuber. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. Does a lot of Rome too. And we also have Charlie here. We have Darsman, and we also have Gorm, who is another YouTuber that does a lot of Rome too. So I'll leave the links in the description if you want to check them out if you haven't already. But yeah, we'll quickly go over the the Pontus kills. So I mean, obviously got a lot of kills here with this Pontic Royal Cavalry. Did really, really well. Took out a lot of cataphracts and other units at the end there. 171 kills, 196 with his Eastern Archers. His Celtic Warriors, 234 kills. Really, really good with them. His Naked Swords getting 161. His Pikes doing kind of disappointing, to be fair there. 60 kills between them. His Pontic Swords, 216. These guys can do really, really well. As you can see, they did here today. And then Thor Spears, 118 kills. And Bloody Stranger with Egypt, 145 with his Quranian Axemen before they died. Just I don't know why he sent them in first. His Cretan Archers here, 173 kills. His Thorax, which he spammed out a load of 196, the best one I can see. And then his Thor Spears, 104. The best one here. Then we have Nivlek with the Aravaki. He did a really good job against Rome. Did a lot of damage to Rome. His General getting 137 kills. His Slingers 182. 217 in fact, even better. The Scutiari getting 158, I think the best one. 168. And then his Iberian Swords here getting 126. And his Painted Warriors getting 179 kills. Then Hermes is playing a Swaby. 205 kills. 209 with his Swordmasters. Very good. His Kimberly Bowwomen getting 243 kills. His Longbow Hunters getting 161. His Club Levy getting 97 kills. Actually not that bad. And his Cav only getting 2 kills. And then we have Joe On It playing his Bowie. Did pretty well, but held on to the last. Had most troops at the end. 281 kills with his Oathsworn General. His Celtic Bowman getting 168 kills. His Celtic Warriors getting 109 kills. His Sword Followers 374. This one did really well with the Sword Followers. To be fair, all of them like nearly getting 200 kills. So well done there to Joe. And then we've got Charlie playing as Parthia. I don't know why people want to try and play Parthia on the attack. It doesn't work. 309 kills with his Cataphracts. Did really well there. His Giant Blister getting 114 kills. His Parthian Foot Archers 233. His Hillman getting like nothing, and his Parthian Swords 218 kills, 202 is not bad actually. These three did okay. The others just did a bit disappointingly. Then we have Darsman here playing as Rome. His General getting 158 kills, his Archers 156, his Evocati 261 kills, 273, and his Legionaries here 171 kills. Then we have Gorm playing as Nabatea, 190 kills with his Nabatean Noble Cavalry. His Heavy Archers getting 162 kills. His Desert Hoplites getting 136, 144. And then his Nabatean Swords here, 163 kills. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Certainly was a fun one to watch. And yeah, it came down right to the last few units, really. And yeah, if you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. Don't forget to join the Discord as well if you would like to. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one.